Today, we're taking a look at every Fortnite Mythic that has ever been in Fortnite. Starting off with the very first, the original Infinity Gauntlet, with a collaboration between Marvel and Thanos himself. This was the only way you could actually get Thanos, was by grabbing the Infinity Gauntlet. There was only one of these on the map. There was only one Thanos at any point, and bam! Came with so many cool powers, including a literal destructive beam, ground slamming, and punching as well. I mean, look how much health and shield you have. 300 shield, 700 health. In fact, it was so overpowered as Fortnite's first ever mythic, they actually had to nerf it to make it not as strong. And talking about super overpowered, Infinity Blade got even crazier. Oh my goodness, I almost died there. Just surviving though. Taking down a player, getting health back, swinging this thing around. The destruction it caused to the environment and players alike. Look at this thing. Dude, it was insane. You got 200 health, 200 shield, no fall damage. Bam! The first few mythics ever added have to be some of the most ridiculously overpowered things that we've ever seen in the game. Stormbreaker up next with even more Fortnite mythic action from the Marvel series. This time, we had the incredible axe itself, as they added in different Marvel mythics. Back then, not very many actual Marvel skins, though. You could pick this thing up and had a giant hammer into your hand. You were basically Thor, ground slamming around the map. It almost went ahead and took some of the mythics from the gauntlet and like divided them up into their own individual mythics. Dude, look at the damage. Holy moly, 150. Yeah, okay, that thing was insane. Captain America's shield. I love this thing. Wasn't necessarily the best of all of them, but it just looked so cool. I mean, who doesn't want to be Captain America walking around with his shield? Are you kidding me? As you can see, when you got it out, your speed increased a little bit. You could use it as a shield. Again, 300 health, 300 shield. Pretty ridiculous. And this thing would like auto lock and home in. Like, imagine like a deadly frisbee. It's a pretty good way of thinking about it. Because everyone on the map in this LTM back in the day had a mythic. Insane. Hawkeye's bow. Oh my gosh. This thing was really cool, actually. Doubled up as an offensive weapon. You could also use it to like grapple on. Look at that. This was way before we had anything like the Spider-Man mythic or anything cool like that. This thing was a great mobility item. Of course, you could just shoot people with it as well. So a little bit of a dual mythic there with lots of good usage. Oh my goodness. Someone's gonna shoot me. Up in the air. Miss. Come on. Look at that destruction when it hits, though. Iron Man's repulsors. We'd obviously go ahead and get even more Marvel mythics in the future, but this thing was ridiculously overpowered. Like, you barely needed to aim. You jumped up in the air, hovered, and just held down the shoot button. And as long as it was somewhere on their screen, it would lock in and hit them. Like, are you kidding me? Absolutely insane. I'm not going to be biased, though, because Iron Man probably is my favorite Avenger. And my icon skin was inspired by the Iron Man armor. But I absolutely love this mythic. I don't even know how to say that name. Chikaori weapons. This is basically if you're on the other team in this LTM, you were either getting all the cool Marvel mythics, or you were on Thanos' side, where you could become Thanos, to be fair, or you had Thanos' little gremlin weapons. Oh my god. It was really hard to aim with. Like, aiming down sight just basically didn't work. But if you did hit, the damage was quite insane. Finale, focus in. See you later, Iron Man. Taken down, mate. Love to see it. Batarang and grapple gun. Oh my gosh. This is like towards the end of Chapter 1. Chapter 1 was very experimental and saw some of the earlier mythics in the game, obviously. But some of the coolest, like DC Batman, Marvel mythics, like incredible first season of mythics there. Everyone running around as Batman. You could throw the batarangs and take them down. It would auto lock onto them. And you could also, oh my god, this is like a cinematic piece here. You kidding me? Grapple up with his grapple as well and then glide away. So cool. The mythic goldfish, as we jumped into chapter 2. The first mythic of the chapter was by far the rarest. This thing has recently come back in the reload mode, but until then, this thing was 1 in a million to fish. 1 in a million. Like, people didn't even know this was in Chapter 2 for, like, weeks and weeks and weeks. Maybe even months until people finally started getting clips of it. Because if you died, like, that's it. It's gone. And someone may not even pick it up because they may not even know what it is. This thing deals so much damage as well. Lightsabers. Look at this. Another awesome, awesome collaboration. Chapter 2 started off so slow. But when they started things moving and pulled out the mythics, we know how crazy Chapter 2 got. Swinging, bam, and a ground slam right at the end, dealing 150. Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Bam! Woo! Big hit there. Getting through the ground, I remember, was so annoying. Was someone in the bush? No, okay, I must have thought maybe there was. Look how cool it was, though. Are you kidding me? That's what I'm talking about. First Order blaster rifle. More Star Wars collaborations here. Remember this thing's being absolutely hot trash, to be honest with you. I think I was trying a blaster rifle only challenge here, and as you can expect, was not easy. Not easy at all. Oh, look at it. Look at it. The bullets are terrible. You basically have to be on top of them to make sure that the shots did not miss. Let's get someone here. Surely, Ali. Come on. Take someone down. See you later. When it does hit, it's not awful, but I'd rather have a lightsaber in my hand. That's for sure. Oh, trying to build against me. I got 3 of them. Oh, that was a close one, that's for sure. Now things get good, guys, all right? Sky's assault rifle and Sky's grappler. Let's go. Getting a super fast fire. You're hearing that fire rate. Scar. Probably one of the best Scars ever added into Fortnite Battle Royale with a grappler with unlimited usage. Chapter 2, Season 2 just hit different. Look at it. Oh my gosh, the fire rate on it. It's almost scary to hear now. Are you kidding me? It's just absolutely nuts. Grappler, incredible mobility to get you around the map. We didn't have cars back then, so that was huge. Meowscles Piao rifle. If you hit the shots and you're accurate. Hey, come on, Ali. Are we going to get some laser shots in there? Okay. One as he came in. This thing was okay. But when you got some of the other crazy mythics out at the same time, this one was probably overshadowed just a little bit, to be honest with you. But still, we all love Meowscles and getting his own mythic. Go on. Oh, it did hit hard, though. You could just feel the power from the shots as well. And even... Oh, my goodness. Getting shot in the back there. But when you've got a literal mythic in your hand... Love the fact this guy's literal lasers coming out of his arm. It's like I'm activating laser beams I shoot with it. Moving on to Midas's drum gun. This is all still within the same season, by the way. Chapter 2, Season 2. Midas's drum gun from the agency. Obviously a very contested area with literal turrets that will lock onto you and shoot you. If you're wondering why I'm trying to take all of them down, because this place is hectic. And the fire rate on this drum gun and the damage... Come on, peek me. Or just I'm going to spam the drum gun. Look at it. It was insane. They nerfed it. They changed it. Every time the drum guns come back, it's never been as good as that, by the way. Big shots going in with the Scar, but what we're focusing on here is the minigun. Oh my gosh. They made every mythic this season just incredible. The fire rate when there wasn't a no builds mode back then, it was all builds mode. Like, this thing literally destroyed builds. Like, basically beating people that were turbo building as well. Oh, look at it. There's nothing you can do, mate. It's game over when this thing's being pulled out. I'm telling you that for free. May have an icon expensive skin, but we had the minigun, mate. TNTina's Kaboom Bow. I really like this one. Gotta admit. I always loved the bows in Fortnite. This turret's absolutely destroying me. Holy cow. The boom bow would reload back up to 5. And the damage it dealt was just absolutely insane. I don't know why, but I really liked how you could just know exactly where the shot was going at pretty much every range. So you could build up and just shoot down someone with a 100% accurate boom bow shot. And even if it didn't quite hit them properly, like, the damage it dealt from the explosion was just huge as well. Like, it was so good. And then Deadpool's hand cannon. One of the big collab skins for the season, with Deadpool being added in, but the hand cannons were kind of trash. I'm not even gonna lie. Look at it. The thing that was cool about it is that when you shot, you actually got some health back if you killed them. But look at it. it just wasn't good, mate. You can't convince me otherwise. Cool. Like 2 hand cannons firing off. Are you kidding me? It looked amazing with Deadpool's rap on it, but it wasn't as good as some of the other crazy mythics we've had that season. But the start of some really awesome collaborations with the skin and, of course, the mythic. As we moved into Chapter 2, Season 3, the season that everyone on iOS devices has been stuck on for like the last 5 years. This is Ocean's Mythics. What I loved is that a lot of the bosses started to get more than one mythic, a bit like Sky did. And we had her burst assault rifle, which was like the new AR for the season. And the accuracy on this thing. Ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. It did 2 double bullets. And the chug jug you could infinitely use. Like it was insane. Kitch charge shotgun. Now these ones were popular. Oh! So basically you got the grenade launcher, which basically had shockwaves inside it. And a charged shotgun. So you could use the launcher to fire you off. Charge the shotgun as you're in the air. Then land someone's head. Boom! And it was just insane. I really like the charged shotgun as well. A lot of people didn't like it, but I actually really enjoyed it. And the launcher was absolutely incredible. Deadly combo, over 200 damage there. And you could use it on other people. I mean, not that most people use it like that, to be honest with you, but cool. Jules' drum gun came back. This time with her own glider as well through the grappler. Now, the grappler was really cool because you actually got a glider deploy after it, making it probably even better than Sky's grappler. But the minigun, I mean, don't use it at range like that. It's just not as good. The drum gun was not as strong as Midas's. Still really cool, but they realized that Midas's drum gun was a bit too overpowered, and they decided that whenever we bring this thing back, it needs to be changed a little bit. As we move now to Chapter 2, Season 4. For anyone that didn't play during Chapter 2, can you see why it was so hype? As we got Iron Man and his repulsors and unibeam. So this is like the repulsors that came back. And the unibeam destroying. The unibeam was just insane. It went through builds. It was 100% accurate. It just dealt stupid damage. And the repulsors locking on, like, I mean, it's just a sick joke. It's just an absolute sick joke. Chapter 2 will forever be one of the greatest chapters ever, in my opinion. Doctor Doom, Arcane, Gauntlets, and Mystical Bomb. You could get loads of really cool mythics. Doctor Doom's was included as well, but some of them only within the LTMs. And within this mythic LTM, you could basically have his own gauntlets that would fire off as well. They weren't as accurate as Iron Man's, and a giant green ball of death. And look, you can see some of the other crazy mythics that are being used as well. Absolute chaos when everyone is basically a Marvel mythic destructor. As we've got Silver Surfer's board as well. Oh, I forgot how many mythics they added. It's like the Allier superhero skin. You could use this to launch up in the air, then glide. This glider actually ended up becoming an actual glider, but you could use it within this mythic as well. Really good way to escape. 30 seconds for that to recharge, but great mobility. Again, cars and a lot of the helicopters and stuff weren't easy to find or use, or even released at points during that season. So these items were useful, including Groot. With this literal ball, there was so many glitches with this where, like, if a teammate jumped on it just as you pulled it out, they'd fire across. We also had Wolverine's claws here. Oh my goodness, the destruction with this. There's so many cool mythics that have gone on. This is like only just the first of the few during the Marvel season as well. As we've got Black Panther's kinetic armor. RIP Black Panther. You could only get this from like some really odd specific drop points here. You can see I picked it up there. His kinetic armor would absorb a load of damage and then send it out in like a burst around you. Probably a really good one to use in the middle of a build fight and then just sprint at an enemy. So low-key kind of overpowered, but I never really saw anyone use it super effectively. Only dealing 40 damage. I think more damage if you took more damage yourself whilst using it, but a really creative way to have a different type of mythic in the game back then. She-Hulk coming in with a pow! We didn't actually have Hulk in the game at this point. It was just She-Hulk. Just giving up, mate. She's like, yep, just take me down. Finish me off. Bam! Sending her off the map. With multiple rapid punches up close. Oh my goodness. And then ground slammed with no full damage as well. Look at that. I don't know why I just tried to choose the apple skin, but it still looked awesome with my green fist of doom. I would not be messing with me. And the movement you get with it as well. Awesome. Thor's strike. Oh my goodness, this one was fun. Especially in build mode to like smash through everyone's build. Pick it up and watch this. Marvel bots rolling around on the floor. Bam, no more, mate. See you later. And it came in quick as well. Got a little bit of time there on the reload. 20 seconds for it to come all the way back. But when you called it in against buildings as well, let's take a look. Straight through, mate. If someone's build battling you or stuck in the tower, they're going down. Venom smash and grab. Now, we saw this being used on us early on. This one's also equally as awesome. Lots of players really like this one. I remember pro players being really, really good at it, or like good content creators. Not only would it deal insane damage, but it would pull them towards you. So look, you could grab them towards you, then pull out your shotgun and pump them, and it went through builds. A lot of people would hold this one, and in build battles, pull in an enemy that is anywhere, and then just pump them in the face. It's insane. Storm's Whirlwind Blast. I forgot how many mythics they did. Holy moly. Oh my goodness. Okay, we just literally created our own personal tornado around us and blasted everyone away. Don't remember people using this one very much, to be honest with you. But, okay, basically a good way of just getting them away from you if they're a little bit too close. And dealing a bit of damage. Victory! Wolverine's Claws. Oh, yes. Wolverine was a secret skin for this season, spawning in Weeping Woods. And to unlock Wolverine, you had to kill Wolverine as a part of a challenge. So it was literally like days and days of the entire map just landing on Wolverine, trying to kill him. And he had a lot of health. The claws, look at them. Oh my gosh, clean. We've obviously now got his claws as actual pickaxes that we can use, but they're not like this. Are you kidding me? Bam, bam, bam. You do not want to get uppercutted by Wolverine's claws. They're insane. Witch's Broom. Basically just a reskin of Silver Surfer's Mythic, believe it or not. So if you use it, zip up in the air, then rather than being on his surfboard, you're on a Witch's Broom. This was done exclusively during the Halloween period. Comes back most Halloween periods now, to be fair, but it's still really, really good mobility. Look at that. You do a little spin. You're hard to hit. It is a great thing to have in your inventory if you want to get around. You don't have anything else, any shockwaves, any other vehicles. Look how far you glide. I think you just infinitely go on forever. I literally went from all the way back there to the center island here. The destructed Halloween version of the agency. See you later. Shadow Midas's drum gun. So this is again during the Halloween period. Midas's drum gun was back. Everyone was so excited for this. We knew how overpowered it was. Oh my gosh, look at it being used on Doctor Doom. Dude, I think if I kept on shooting, I could have killed him in one clip. I'm not even joking. 36. It, again, wasn't quite as strong as that original Midas drum gun. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But taking down Iron Man in one clip, this thing does not mess around. Holy moly. I don't think we'll ever get quite as crazy overpowered mythics because everything's so balanced now, but anyway, we're moving on with Amben's sniper rifle from Star Wars and also the Mandalorian jetpack as well. He'd spawn on the map here and he'd use the sniper, by the way, as an NPC before he got killed. And he could one-shot you out the air with his sniper if you weren't careful. He was scary to take down. This is basically the very first mythic jetpack we'd ever had, partnered with the very first mythic sniper we've ever had. Maybe the only one we've ever had. We'll have to see as the video goes on. This thing had literal built-in thermal focus aim as you aim down sight. Like, look at that. Little crosshair. Powerful shot, but with quite long bullet travel time. It was a really cool combo. You could poke people with the end of the gun as well. It was, I mean, for a boss to have that many things, it was awesome. Predator's cloaking device. Predator was a boss on the island and a huge collaboration during the Hunter season. Pretty much invisible. The one thing that gave it away, listen to the audio. Can you just hear that little like rumbling noise as it's being used? And obviously as you move, you aren't quite as invisible. Generally, I don't think I ever got pulled up on someone using this really, really effectively because I'd always be listening out for it. But it was good if you wanted to survive until the end. Spire jump boots, I'm going to say it right now. No one ever got these. You have to basically take giant obsidian balls across the map back to the center island once you've done that, it would then give you the jump boots as a mythic, as a reward. It was such a long, convoluted process. Like, no one ever really used these things. The cool thing is you got double jump into like a glide, which, I mean, honestly is a pretty good thing, but just because of how hard it was to do, no one ever did it. And then there was a boss at the Spire that changed throughout the season. This one was pretty good, to be fair. It had a crazy, crazy primal shotgun. Bam, 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 bam. And she dropped the Spire Assassin's primal shotgun, the mythic version with 12 shots in it. This shotgun was genuinely like pretty spammy, pretty overpowered, and absolutely insane. Again, only one on the map, and it rotated later on to be the Spire Assassin's Recycler. This will go down in history as probably the worst mythic and worst weapon ever added into the game. The only thing this thing did better than the normal version was it could hold a few more shots. You basically had to eat up materials, which could then be fired back out and like doing no damage to builds. Basically no damage to players at all. It's a fun weapon. It's very Fortnite-y, but I'm putting it, like ranking it literally right at the bottom of the worst mythics ever seen. I'm not joking. Raz's explosive bow. There was a big story going on about how Raz, the player I'm killing now, basically got obsessed with the power of like the cube and basically got infected and turned purple. Anyway, he not only dropped that cool artifact I'm picking up, but he also had his own mythic bow as well. This is the mythic explosive bow. With this being the primal season, there was loads of different bows basically within the season, and the bows weren't crazy to be honest with you. This mythic version was quite cool. We moved on to aliens. Woo! Sloane's pulse rifle, very similar to the pulse rifle that you could get through Iron Man, like the Iron Man Stark rifle that was available. It wasn't a mythic though back then. This was a mythic. Very accurate, a little bit slow firing, but this thing could deal serious damage, and when you were hip firing as well, it was also pretty accurate. So oh, look at that, look at that. You needed some good shots and aims on you, but this thing was sick. Like, really cool. The Marvel, the Iron Man pulse rifle, I think dealt like double damage, was absolutely insane. But, oh my gosh, this could go down as maybe one of the worst as well. An odd season for mythics. There's basically an alien with like a little... It was a robot being controlled by an alien, I think it was. Zig and Choppy. If you took down this one location, would give you a mythic. And he's firing at me right now. It's, I don't really ever remember coming across it very much. And if you went all the way down there and took him out, you'd get the Zig and Choppy ray gun. I think they actually released it early by accident. I managed to do a video on it, but it was trash. It was just like a stupid laser beam. Sloane's burst assault rifle. Okay, now we're starting to talk again. Another mythic assault rifle. So not the first time we've seen this, but they're never exactly the same. So let's take a look. Oh my gosh. A little bit more recoil, but high damage. You had to basically find Sloane that was progressively moving around the map in this season with her entourage of the Imagined Order. Then the sideways minigun and sideways rifle. Ooh, you could upgrade it just through crafting to mythic. They used so many materials, so it was really hard to do. But I got it. This thing wasn't bad. It was like a weird alien version of the minigun. Insanely good against the aliens that were actually on the map at the time. Yeah, if you never played Fortnite, even looking back at someone that did, Fortnite had some crazy seasons going on. You basically go ahead and farm these creatures, get materials, upgrade the alien weapons, and the speed and fire rate of this thing got faster as it shot for longer as well. Genuinely actually really liked it. Like, this thing was actually really strong against players and aliens alike. Venom and Carnage Symbiote. These things came on the island as like a big collaboration with Carnage being the secret skin, I think, for this season. You get the mythic version of this, which was basically Carnage's version, where you could grab it, put it in, bam! Take players down, and they were absolutely screwed. And yes, there was a literal golden cube floating on the island at the time. Using it against it, yeah, even not strong enough, even though it was a mythic, to do anything there. Sideways Scythe. Oh my gosh, even more as we're moving into the Halloween period. Could upgrade it again. I can't believe you could craft mythics, man. That's insane. This thing was kind of crazy. It was good for mobility and decent for taking people down. So watch this. 3, 2, 1. Ah, the sound. Oh my god, the sound was incredible. Whoever sound designed this mythic is an absolute legend. Awesome swinging pickaxe motion. Great for mobility as well. And then one of the biggest anime collaborations ever, as they opened up the secret vault on the island, which didn't turn out to be anywhere near as exciting as we'd hoped for, unfortunately, but it did give us the mythic kunais, which could be thrown. These things were, they were okay. They were okay. Big drop-off. Using them against the boss Sloan here. Weren't quite as strong, really, or as exciting as they could have been. Foundations MK7. As we move into a brand new chapter here, this thing was crazy. So the mythic version was even faster, even stronger. Foundation, which we knew was obviously the rock. And the very first red dot sight weapon that we'd ever had on the map. Like, this thing absolutely slayed out. It was insane to get. Spider-Man's web shooters came to the game and just blew everyone's mind. Everyone, like, would say that the web shooters in Fortnite had better movement and animation than the actual Spider-Man game, which is saying a lot. And we all know how crazy this thing was if you used it. They brought it back in different versions as well, like non-collab versions through like the grappler gloves and everything. But look how smooth the movement is, man. It was almost too good for getting around the map. Another boss. Gunners, Stinger, SMG. I loved all the boss, man. And maybe I'm a little bit biased because this is also the chapter that my my Fortnite skin came out, but the recoil on this gun was insane. Like, even hip firing was like brrrr. You had to try and control it so much, but if you could, with the fire rate and the damage output, like, it was actually really, really strong. Not really the craziest SMG ever. Dude, I'm literally having to burst fire it. Like, the recoil is so strong. Yeah, nah, that thing's actually just kind of bad unless you're literally on top of them. I'd probably rather have a shotgun. Huntmaster Saber's thermal rifle. Ooh, this thing was pretty cool. Single shot fire weapon. Really, really nice, clean scope. You spammed it, you could shoot pretty quickly. I can't remember if I liked this thing or not. I think in a world where other weapons shot quicker, were a little bit easier to use, probably not the best thing. Sloan Striker burst rifle coming back again. I love the burst rifle. Just having that red dot sight was so strong. At this point, I'd managed to get literally all 3 of the mythics in a single game. 53 damage to the head. Insane. And then we got a striker, the mythic striker pump. This thing, how much damage did it do? 180. They gave us a mythic shotgun that doesn't even 200 pump. Oh my goodness, that's just not fair. The Ranger assault rifle as well, going in, dealing damage. All of these added into the game, into the in-game files, and were usable, I think, within creative mode exclusively, perhaps, which is why I'm testing them out against bots here, but was so strong and just showed how much damage these things would do. The auto shotgun mythic, 140, and this thing's like you're bang, 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 like fast firing, like so much better. Keep going. Yeah, dude, oh my gosh, if that thing ever made it like properly into the game, into public games, 207, you love to see it. At least it's over 200 damage, but still, that's kind of weak for a mythic, like, heavy sniper rifle. Are you kidding me? Come on, Ali, can I hit all of them? I literally completely missed. That should be doing like 490, I want to see on my screen, all right? I want to see some crazy damage out of this thing. It was a period where they're trying to not have any one-shot kill weapons, and like they were being a bit funny about it, but those weapons were actually kind of crazy. Darth Vader's lightsaber. This is specifically only from Darth Vader. You have to take him down. And obviously it's the iconic red lightsaber sword as well. This thing dealing high damage, good destruction. You can also throw it as well and return it. So like give it a yeet, come straight back at you. And that would hit players as well. So bam, giving them a bit of a knock, come back, bam, giving them a knock. Strong. Nimbus Cloud and the Kamehameha. Are you kidding me? Dragon Ball collaboration going hard. The Nimbus Cloud also, basically again, just a reskin version of Silver Surfer's glider. And also the Witch's Bow. But the Kamehameha was incredible. Looking absolutely beamed out the sky there as I'm literally stuck on my Nimbus Cloud. And it's time for the Kamehameha itself. The beautiful weapon. Oh, Dude, even the damage it dealt to the stuff around it was insane. What happens when they both hit each other? they'd literally stop. Like, how cool is that? That's so sick that they designed it like that. They didn't both kill each other. No. Evo chromed assault rifle. This thing, if I remember, you could actually upgrade it as you went along. So you could upgrade it all the way to the mythic version. Holy cow, it's a lot better than I remember. Like a 3-4 burst weapon. That's insane. In the Evo Chrome shotgun as well. This thing was weird. It had like a sideways sight on it. The chrome weapons were crazy, to be honest with you. And the Herald's burst assault rifle as well. This is specifically the Herald. So basically, the person that blew up the island and deleted chapter 3. The burst rifle was pretty good, to be honest with you, if you hit your shots. Partner it with the shotgun, which is not too bad. Look at that. See you later, mate. Absolutely destroyed. As we're now in chapter 4, the hammer assault rifle. I love this assault rifle, man. Decent accuracy, super powerful, like okay fire rate. Hammer AR, often forgotten, but this thing was so strong. I really liked it. Taken down, buddy. See you later. 2-shot shotgun. Oh my goodness. There's been so many mythics at this point. Personally, love this shotgun. Let's give it a go. It goes bang, bang. But once you fire those 2 shots, you gotta be careful. It's a little bit of delay in between them. Charge SMG. Oh my goodness. I mean, look, Fortnite like to get creative and have done different things over time. I mean, that's nutty. But I don't think people liked it very much. Because, like, if you're charging up in the middle of a fight, you're going to get shot at before you even can release it. But that actually is kind of crazy. Rapid fire mythic as well. Let's use it. Oh, my goodness. Rapid fire SMG. Low damage per shot. Insanely stupid fast fire rate. In the right hands was insanely strong. Inquisitor. Another Fortnite's Halloween update. The Inquisitor was added into the island in a new POI. We all thought we were going to get the return of big collaboration in the form of Stranger Things, but didn't happen in the end. We got the Howler Claws. Funny enough, at the time, people thought this was a bit of a weak Fortnite, but Fortnite have only really gotten worse since. But you could get this cool mask. It would give you claws. You could leap forwards as well. It was basically a giant DJ wolf on the map, so they gave him a mythic. Interesting. Jumping forward to the Ageless Champions Excalibur Rifle. Chapter 4. I have a lot of fond memories in Chapter 4. I remember this is the first time I picked it up, and I was just blown away. I was hitting my shots, and it was just 187 damage to the head, and it hadn't even exploded yet. I feel like that weapon was underrated, man. It was so good. Deku Smash with their own supply drops as well. Picking it up, looking fancy. I think I just missed my hits with this, though. It's now giant beam, but if you were too close, it didn't do anything. So you had to space yourself really well. Shockwave hammer. Oh, yes. This thing had another hit in it, basically, before it had to be recharged. Such a fun way of getting around the map. Are you kidding me? I loved it. Tactical pistol. This could only be gotten through mythic munitions, which was obviously the old perks, the old augmented realities. Damage was really good. I've always liked pistols in all games. Like, obviously, you're probably going to pick up, like, a shotgun or an assault rifle over it. But the damage you could deal with this thing is, like, basically a fully auto insane thing. It's the High Guard's Havoc Suppressed Rifle. Ooh. Oh, my God. Oh, my God, it's popping. It's popping. Ali, it's popping. Hit that shot. Hit that shot. Oh, one more bullet and that kill definitely would have been mine. I love suppressed weapons as well. Oh, I got it. Your boy. Big long-range damage as well. The Havoc Pump Shotgun. Ooh. Okay, that's a nasty miss. Let's put it out again. No, big hit. This thing hit hard. If you got your shots on point, it was great. The Overclock Pulse Rifle. The only way of getting this was by claiming the island. A new feature that would come in later in the game with the start of this chapter, which is really cool. And then the ODM gear. You know what's annoying is I watched Attack on Titan when it was very new, like 15 years ago. My friend would download the anime episodes and we'd watch it. And then I never got into it. But after this got released, me and my wife watched it, and it's such a cool collaboration. I didn't realize how cool it was at the time, because I watched the show afterwards. But the Thunder Spears, the ODM gear, all the characters as well. I mean, the Thunder Spears weren't great, can't lie, but still insane. The Thunder DC Rifle. As if they hadn't done enough Star Wars collabs, they're always doing more blasters and more Star Wars stuff. Actually, not too bad, to be fair. Jedi Padawan lightsaber. This was so cool. You'd go and, like, learn the Force in about 2 seconds. Oh, I'm a Jedi now. Out you pop. Woo, 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 woo. We have got ourselves a lightsaber. All of these coming with their own abilities as well. Literally rip down buildings with it. Pull chickens towards you. Give them a slap with a lightsaber. See you later. The Sith Apprentice lightsaber. Learning from Darth Maul himself, an absolute legend. Darth Maul skin, so cool. Then we come out from that. A few seconds later, we got some more abilities. You can run really, really fast. You can pick up rocks and chuck them. This one's actually really good, to be fair, for like just annoying people in builds. And the Spider-Verse web shooters. They reskinned it again for the web shooters in the Spider-Verse collaboration. I'd say there's no difference at all between the two mythics here, just the look of them. I'd say the OG one goes harder just for me because it was the very first one. But you can still yeet around the map in the beautiful Chapter 4 bliss. Cybertron Cannon. I like this a lot. I mean, people didn't really use it. And it is probably because it took 10 years to charge up, as you can see there. But I love Transformers, man. It's cool. Flapjack Rifle. This thing's like out of like World War II with a giant drum gun on the top. Honestly, not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then the enhanced drum shotgun. As if a drum shotgun that's powerful enough. The amount of complaints we gave for the drum shotgun, it was insane, though. Icar's Havoc suppressed assault rifle. I love anything that's suppressed. Deal that damage. Take players down. See you later, mate. Relics MK Alpha assault rifle. You can see here we're getting a few like almost reskinned, renamed assault rifles. 9 times out of 10, if they come back, they're not as good as they first were, unfortunately. Cloak gauntlets. Really, really cool. But again, a bit like Predator's invisibility. Except when I'm moving here, I'd say I'm not as visible. Sounds probably a little bit harder to hear as well. Bender's shiny metal ray gun. If you wonder what Zig and Choppy's ray gun was like, this is basically it. It wasn't very good. Hollow purple. Ooh. I forgot about this mythic when I was reacting to mythics when Nick used them in like 100-player customs. I just don't remember using this one very much. But it's so cool. You kidding me? Look at it. Destroys everything. The guy had no chance. Straw doll technique. Ooh, give me another one of those collaboration mythics, baby. Oh my goodness, 400 damage to vehicles. Thing's actually seriously strong. Beating down again. Oh my gosh. Perfectly aimed, 170 damage, but not enough to finish him off. He just fell off the map. He was so scared. Heart's Havoc assault rifle. How many times are going to give us different assault rifles? I guess with all of the different like mini bosses and islands and vaults that are on the map. And of course, the vault themselves with Foundation's MK launcher, Kit's assault rifle, Thorn's scoped burst SMG as well. This one was actually a little bit better. A lot better, in fact, than the trash mythic SMG we'd had before with crazy recoil. This thing's bam, 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 and accurate. These mythics are rotated with TNT's boom bow coming back. Kit's charged shotgun, and of course, Midas' drum gun. Yet again, no, maybe gold, maybe Midas' drum gun. Not as fast firing or as powerful as it was back, unfortunately. Diamond's thermal DMR. There were so many mythics. I remember spending so long going around the map collecting all of these. We had Ocean's Bottomless Chug come back. Zig and Choppy's ray gun were available as well. Of course, no one picked that up. But the Bottomless Chug, I mean, that's viable. Exchange's Infiltrator shotgun. Another mythic by the looks of it from capturing the spawn island. Todoroko's Ice Wall. Oh, I love this. I love any that like give you your own little bit of cover. Of course, when you're playing like no builds mode, like this becomes really effective. Jedi training again, this time with a new white lightsaber. Woo! Let's head on in, baby. And out we come. Renegade Raider lightsaber. Whoever thought when the Renegade Raider was first came out that it should be holding a lightsaber one day. The Force pushes them back. Rapid strikes with the lightsaber. We've seen it all before, and it's just as fun. Thorn's Vampire Blade. Thorn was available as a boss eventually. You go through the vault with all of the mythics. He teleported us back to Chapter OG, so a bit of a legend as well. Witch's Broom. A little bit of a reskin this time, though, looking red and a different design to it. Back for the Halloween period. We see many mythics move like this now, and I always like them. Moving into Chapter 5 with the legend himself, Peter Griffin. I gotta admit, Chapter 5 Season 1 is one of my favorite starts of a season ever. Nisha's Striker Assault Rifle. This thing was genuinely so insane. Just the fact we had mods on it, so it came like pre-prepared with like the red dot sight, the silencer. Absolutely mental. Valeria's Hyper SMG. Dude, how many agents did they have around them? Not a bad sight on it. Silencer pretty good. Good for hip firing. Not quite as crazy as the others, I'd say, but good. Montagu's Enforcer AR. And the addition of the medallions for the first time. Dude, this is only like not long ago. End of last year, beginning of this year, but I'm already nostalgic for this, for Chapter 5. I love the triangle sight as well. Oh my god. Putting that on a sniper was so good. Oscar's Auto Frenzy Shotgun, which has returned since. Balance out the maps to make sure that there are mythics on all sort of like corners and edges, if you will. Taking down a player literally with a drone. That's hilarious. The EMP Stealth Camo. Ooh. Again, another way of going invisible, but this time you had actually EMPs who came out of it. That actually made it like a little bit more interesting. Cardboard box as well for the collaboration with Solid Snake, which was also part of the EMP as well. This thing's trash, man. Like, the box doesn't even look like a box that should be on Fortnite, so you'd have to throw other boxes down to even blend in. Leonardo's Katanas, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles collaboration. Absolutely amazing. You couldn't get a cooler collaboration to come to the game. The Katanas, Donatello's staff, they all moved a little bit differently, but basically did the same thing. They all did their own animations, so it's just so cool. You could use it for mobility, which is amazing. Michelangelo's nunchucks. You could ground slam. You could go in for some quick firing hits as well. Look at that. Bang. See ya later. No chicken to survive in this attack. Though definitely took too many hits there, I can't lie. Raphael's size as well, double blades. So cool. It's like, how many more collaborations are there left for Fortnite to actually do at this point? You know, like, what else can be added? Pokemon's all I can think of. Cerberus. We went to another incredible season with incredible mythics. We all know how insane the Gatekeeper shotgun is. Hades Harbinger SMG. Oh my gosh, there's so many cool bosses. I love how they're like spaced out on the complete opposite sides of the map as well. Really good damage. I remember, I think I got a win only with this SMG when I did the mythic only challenge, the random boss challenge. I really like this SMG. Ares Warforged Assault Rifle as well. I love this. Absolutely love this. Not too overpowered, but still really, really strong. And the damage output on it, I'm pretty sure I got a win only with this as well. Like, you can just be so confident with this gun at all ranges. Good hip fire. Zeus's Huntress DMR. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not too excited about this one. I'm not going to lie. This thing could slap, to be fair. Don't get me wrong. If you hit your shots, it could slap, but just wasn't like really that strong. So I was never a big fan of it. I never really went over to Zeus, even though he's arguably one of the coolest bosses. Just didn't really do it for me, unfortunately. Zeus's Lightning Bolt, the old mythic. Bam, bam, bam. This was cool. And Midas coming back only recently, but although it was weaker, it was the first time we could ever mod a drum gun, and with that red dot sight on it, like, it made it really cool. Water bending. Oh my gosh, yes. Avatar, show that I'd watched years and years ago. The water bending mythic was so strong. And the fact they kept it in for the whole season as well. Earth bending, being able to pull up rocks, and then also fire rocks as well. I didn't use this one very much, I can't lie. Fire bending, also probably I didn't use it that well, but you could obviously kick, fire, jump around, bam, slap the ground with fire. Like, come on, what an amazing collaboration. If you've not watched the Avatar show, you need to watch this as well. Airbending, amazing for traversal. I actually really like that one, but waterbending, by far the best. I think they had to nerf it and make it weaker because of how strong it was. Basically didn't need an assault rifle. Pick up waterbending, have airbending to get around the map, you're chilling. More recently, another blaster, the E11. Oh, dealing some damage there. Then the E-Blaster rifle as well. Blaster. This thing could charge up and was actually seriously fun. Oh! Bam! Bam! Crazy weapon. Machinists or Machinists Combat AI. I always get this wrong. One of the craziest Mythic Assault Rifles we've ever had in the game. It just feels so overpowered when I'm using it. And I love Mythic ARs. I love the fact they're still giving us really, really good ones. Megalodon's Combat Shotgun. Combat Shotguns, very easy to use, very spammy, big ammo. Really, really strong. Nitro Fists with extra usage, making this thing extra awesome with 2 mythics being dropped from Megalodon. Ringmaster's Boom Bolt, partnered with her medallion, giving you infinite ammo, made it really, really good. But without that, this thing is really, really tough to use because you have to use explosive ammo. The Conductor's Hand Cannon coming from Spawn Island. I love the fact that Spawn Island is used for like secret mythics, basically. The red dot sight or the hollow sight on there, 100 damage to the head. When there wasn't any snipers in the game, if you were good with this basically was our only sniper for a little while. Ride the Lightning, one of the most recent ones. Really, really creative. Very, very different. Collaboration with Metallica. 3 different boosts around the island and a ground slam right at the end. If you thought Fortnite couldn't get any more crazy, ship in a bottle. This thing literally destroys anything that's near you and can hit players for decent damage. Fortnite just keep on going crazy, and there'll of course be even more mythics coming soon. But which mythic is your favorite of all time? Let me know in the comments, and click on screen here to see all the mythics used against 100 players and the destruction they can cause. I'll see you over there.